Thank you for joining us again for a series of 30 videos presented by Indigenous. Our goal is to try to figure out how we indigenize Robert's Rules of Order for conducting tribal meetings, tribal business, for boards of directors, and for tribal council members. One of the things that I look at as we meet is how do we frame what it is that we want to accomplish? Our ancestors had a dream for us, a vision. They wanted us to grow up to be self-actualized adults, and they also wanted us to improve what it is that we already have. That's a goal. The Haudenosaunee Confederacy, or sometimes referred to the 5 or 6 civilized tribes, had a document that ruled how it is that they guided their lives. And one of those rules was to always look to the 7th generation for your goals. 7th generation can be looked at in 2 different ways. One is that you count from you as the 1st generation to the 7th generation. So you're going through children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren. I use an alternate version that has also been advanced, which is that our 7 generations consist of ancestors, that is, great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents, consist of us as the 4th generation, and of our descendants, which are the final 3 generations, 7 generations in all. So our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren are our descendants. Both take us to the same place that I want to get us to, which is that we have a dream for our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And that dream is comprehensive, and we speak about it. I've learned a lot as a business leader. I'm a former CEO of organizations that had up to $85 million budgets. I was a leader of up to 600 individuals. Our tribal leaders were the same. They had responsibilities to achieve a successful life for those of us that were here, but also to plan for a future. So I learned about the process of planning. We need to have conversations about that. And in the business world, we call this strategic planning. So we would have those conversations as tribal members. And I recall one of my elders telling me how they did it for their very small village of Chiniga in Prince William Sound. Very simple. And I laugh about it when I think about it. He said that the men would sit in the steam bath, what they call a banya in the Chugach region, and they would talk about the problems of the village and how they were going to address them. The women had their night in the banya. So we had meetings in vulnerable situations to be able to talk about what was important to us, to dream about what it is that we would look at for the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Then we had to go do it. So we had to have plans. So as a businessman, I would look at short, mid, long, and 7th generation thinking. So reflect upon, as you move forward, what your ancestors taught you. Think about the stories that came down from your grandparents, if you were fortunate, from your great-grandparents, and how they have been passed into your current generation, and what is it that you wish to see for your 7th generation.